It's Saturday night. It's time for some comedy sports. Please welcome to the field, Bronya Edge. Who continues to be muted.
It's because I double muted. I have a mute on my headset as well. I messed it up. Hello, welcome to Comedy Sports Saturday night show. Lovely to see you all. I see some people in the chat. I'll say hello to some people. We've got Lynn, we've got Siobhan, we've got Rob, we've got Gringer. I'm gonna guess we've got Helen because she just donated. So thank you, Helen. If you want to donate now, you can. I mean, you've not watched the show yet, but you're very welcome to do it with the idea that the show is going to be really good. That's www.comedysports.co.uk/donate. If anyone donates £10 or over, we will send you some goodies through the post. We sent some out yesterday. Hopefully they'll get there in a few days. Obviously it's a bank holiday, so it might take a few days. But yeah, so hello everyone. Hello Lynn as well, if I didn't say hello to Lynn. So at Comedy Sports, it's two teams competing for your laughs. You'll get to decide who wins. One team will win, one team will lose. It's a family-friendly show. If you do or say anything rude in the chat, you'll get some very big chastising eyes from me. And also, it'll probably block you anyway because I've taken a load of words out of the chat. Hello, Eleanor Grace. My glasses change constantly. In fact, I nearly wore these, and then I thought that they would have fitted better, but these are some of my new glasses, and I'm big into rainbows if you don't know me. So maybe I'll just keep switching, keep switching up. Anyway, that's enough from me. I think most people who are watching have seen us before, so they kind of know what's going on. Hi Ben. So we'll get started. Let's get the teams. So over to you, Felix.
On the blue team today, we have Sean Mason and their captain, Kate McCabe. On the red team, we've got Lucas Kirkby captaining with John Cooper.
Yay!
Hello.
We got the teams. Hi, teams.
Hello.
Okay, so we got Captain Kate, Captain Lucas. So we normally do a coin toss at the start. Yesterday's show was really fun. Every single person who was in yesterday's match owned a cat. So the coin toss was to see who could get a cat in the shot as quickly as possible. What I'm going to do now is I want everyone to stand up and show me what pants they're wearing, and then the most interesting pair of pants will win the coin toss. So let's.
Oh, I am on brand.
Oh, he's wearing his shorts.
Okay.
Got my Comedy Sports shorts on.
All right.
I got these.
Good.
And also in my back pocket is a statue of the Greek Colossus.
Kate might win. I don't think anyone's going to beat my SpongeBob pants. But I think, yeah, Kate has to win. Lucas, I would never have expected you to have actually put the shorts on.
Well,
John's fallen over. I'm a bit worried about John.
About an hour ago, I was in bed and I thought, I'll just put my Comedy Sports shorts on for the match.
You're just lucky I remembered to put any pants on today.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I could have gambled and not known this moment was happening.
Well, there you go. Kate, you won with the addition of whatever that was.
It was a statue of the Greek Colossus that I got on my trip to Rhodes.
Lovely.
Remember
well,
trips.
I know. Remember? Yeah. Well, so let's move on. What head-to-head would you like to play to start?
What head-to-head would you like to play to start?
Is that a question?
It's Echo.
Oh, right. I was gonna say I didn't want to play questions. Echo, great. So, all right, I'll get some things from the chat, from our suggestions from the chat. Hi, Lucy. Yes, they were wearing pants. Luckily, I mean, I was taking a gamble because we did not plan that. So from the chat, I'd like a few starting lines to scenes. So can be a question, doesn't have to be a question, can be a statement, something you might state to someone. And they're going to use those sentences to start their scenes. I'm going to write it in the chat as well because because of the lag that comes in before I've said it. So there we go. So yeah, so the way this game works, I'm going to give the team a sentence. They have to start with that sentence, and then I'm going to blow my whistle. Sorry, when I showed off my pants, I lost my whistle. And then the other team will have to jump in with the sentence that they've just said. So Rob's sentence is very, very current. Is it real? I don't know. Eleanor Grace is good. I do like that. It's potentially gross. I'll just wait a few seconds more, see what else we get. Rob had written, I'm so glad everyone was wearing pants as a suggestion sentence.
Mhm.
The geese fly backwards over my house. Oh, they're not well. I think I'm going to take Eleanor Grace's, which is, and that is how I was born. So, blue team, do you want to start? Or do you want the red team to start?
I'd love to start.
Great. So, red team, off you go. I'll disappear as well. You're going to start with that sentence, and that's how I was born. And then from then on, we'll go from there. Off you go.
And that's how I was born. It wasn't for 4 years later, though, that I escaped the prison.
That's a lot of detail. I didn't really ask. I just wanted to know if you wanted change.
I was going to get to that if you'd let me explain about the prison. Do you have nickels?
Yes, here you go. Did you bring your own bag?
Did you bring your own bag?
Did you bring your own bag?
I thought you were going to bring two, one each.
No. You're supposed to bring your own, but
Well, what am I gonna put this large wedge of cheese in that I've bought from the cheesemonger?
well, I'm intrigued to see how you're going to take that home.
I'm intrigued to see how you're going to take that home.
I'm intrigued to see how you're going to take that home.
Well, the plan was to use 4 rucksacks, one on each shoulder blade, one on my butt, and then you take this one.
That's a lot of popcorn.
It's a lot of popcorn, but it's a really long movie. The Irishman was up for several awards. Scorsese at his best.
Look, can we not just watch the new Trolls movie instead?
The new Trolls movie has anti-American messaging.
But it has Anna Kendrick in it.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
Thank you. I've been sharpening this since 6 a.m.
I've never seen a pencil as sharp as that.
Oh, I bet you when I do my next line, it's going to be really thin.
I'm going to watch you do it now.
Here we go. Snap! Oh!
Oh!
Oh.
Switch.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, you made me laugh so hard that my kidney, it has left my body.
Yes, and I don't.
Switch. Yes.
Yes! Yes! You can do it!
Switch. Yes. Yes. You can do it.
Yes, you can do it.
Yes, I'm lifting 13 puppies on a stick.
That's it. Keep going. Here, have another one. Have another one.
Here, have another one.
Here. Have another one on me. Oh, yes, I think so. Yes, I agree.
I agree.
I agree is what I was going to say before you slammed the door, Harold.
Switch just because Kate's creepy. And, I slammed the door, Harold.
I slammed the door, Harold, and I said, if you come round here trying to sell your dusters again, I'll be slamming more than the door.
My dusters are the finest in all of Kent.
Yes, well, if you look at my house, there's not a speck of dust that needs dusting. Thank you very much.
That's because you've been using my dusters because I came round your house and swapped them out when you weren't looking.
I wondered why it changed colours quickly.
I wondered why it changed colours quickly.
I wondered why it changed colours quickly, but now I see.
That's right. Science has an answer for everything.
It does. All right, that's the end of that round. You get to a whistle. Oh, I've used the whistle the whole time. The problem is it cuts out a lot. So I'm just answering Eleanor Grace's comment there. So you get to decide which team you thought did better there. Was it red or was it blue? So shout now, red or blue, red or blue. Obviously, normally with our first game, it's some sort of scoring round, but this time you get to choose. Do you think the red team did a better job? Do you think the blue team did a better job? I mean, Kate got quite creepy at one point, so maybe you want to.
That's worth something to me.
I mean, or maybe that'll gain. I don't know. So, red or blue? We got a red, we got a blue. So it's a tie so far. It's a tie. If you're watching, you can't get in the chat. You just need a YouTube login, as far as I'm aware, and there should be a little. If you're watching it on a phone, it should be a little thing that says live chat in the middle. Hello, Gren. Blue. Matty says blue. Oh, blue's just. Oh no, it's still. Red's just ahead by 1 currently.
No.
Oh, now it's tied. Chris has
No.
made it tied. It's currently tied. So I'm just going to leave it another few seconds, and we'll see. It's looking like it might remain. Oh, Red's just bumped up.
That's not blue.
Push in my face.
Right, and another red. So I'm going to call it for red. That's 3 points to the red team, Felix.
Helps if you turn your mic on. There are no points for the blue team, but 3 key points for the red team.
Great stuff. Thank you, Felix. So, red team captain, what would you like to do? Play or pass?
We are going to try and capitalise. We're going to play.
Okay,
and we're
great.
going to replay.
Okay. So, for that game, I'm going to need some more things from the chat. What would you like? Anything in particular? Team?
Oh, let's have a film style. What else, John?
Let's have some emotions.
Okay.
Oh, yes. And finally, a UK regional accent, please.
Okay, great.
And
Okay.
Let's hope it's northeast.
Hello. Ronnie voted red as well. Nick voted blue. But I think it just still, even though Ben, Nick, and Ronnie got in a little bit late there, you still won it there, red. So don't worry, I'm not going to deduct any points. So I've written regional accent, but I've written it as renal accent. So don't write that. So Yorkshire, we've got. Oh, great! These are awesome, fantastic. Yeah, keep them coming. I'm just going to let these roll into the chat, and I can pick them as we go. I don't know. Let's give it a little bit of music, a little bit of a dance. I love Brummy too, Gren. All right, we got loads of stuff there. Great. Right. So we're going to start. We're going to do a 1-minute scene. There's just a generic 1-minute scene. And then I'm going to come back to this chat and I'm going to start pulling things out of these. There's loads of stuff there and they're all fantastic. So it's going to be hard to choose, but we'll do it. So red team, I'm going to quickly grab something from further up here from a sentence that we got earlier. And you can use that. We're going to start with, oh my, what strange slippers you have that Matty gave us a little while ago. So if you want to start, you're going to do a 1-minute scene. That's going to be your first line of your scene. And then the rest of it's up to you. You got a minute. Off you go.
Oh my, what strange slippers you have, Grandma.
Do you like them? I've made them out of tiger bread.
Oh, they look very warm and comfortable, but you seem a bit different in some way, Grandma.
Oh, Oh, no, I am still. There's nothing wrong with me. These are just bread shoes. Come closer and have a look.
Oh, I think I will. I love tiger bread, Grandma. Let's have a little look. Oh,
I'm
no!
gonna eat you now. I'm a wolf.
Grandma, you've turned into a horrible wolfy thing.
I have, and I'm gonna eat you because I'm hungry. What do you say to that?
Hopefully there's a woodsman nearby. Wait a minute. I don't need a woodsman. I'm a strong, independent young woman. I'm gonna
What?
beat the living daylights out of you.
Oh no, I didn't expect a
That's a-
feminist.
That's a minute. No one expects a feminist. They shouldn't. They should be scared because it's the future. Right. So red team, that was great. Now we're going to replay that. I would like you to replay that. An interesting suggestion from an American, I suppose, in my head anyway, with a Welsh accent. So I'd like you to replay that whole scene again, but now it's in Wales. All right.
Yeah.
Off you go.
Hello, Niney. Oh, what beautiful slippers you've got on. They're a bit weird, though, aren't they?
Oh, well, hello now. Won't you be having a look at me feet? If you haven't looked down there, you'll see that me feet are made of bread.
Oh, well, I'll have a little look then.
Yes, do. Come close and have a look at my...
All right, I'm not your grandmother. I'm a big bad wolf.
Escabandal.
I'm Bad Wolf from Cardiff Bay. There's a Doctor Who reference for you.
But Grandma, you're looking horrible. You look like a big, horrible wolfy thing.
That's right.
I do hope there's a local farmer who could help me.
I'm gonna eat you now. What do you say to that?
Wait, hang on a minute. I'm a young Welsh woman. I'm gonna put some Celtic makeup on and beat the living daylights out of you.
Oh, crikey, it's Mrs. Braveheart. Run!
I feel like you went all over the British Isles there. Felix,
Yes.
can you deduct a point from the
I will
red team,
happily.
please,
What?
for John's awful Irish
That was on point perfectly.
Okay, next thing. I think we're going. Oh yes, we have to do this. Gren has suggested Star Trek. So I'd like you to do this as if it was an episode of Star Trek.
Which Star Trek?
That's really up to you, but I'll let Felix play you in with a theme
Okay.
tune. Off you go.
Grandma, you have very strange shoes on.
Yes, grandson, I have very unusual footwear on.
Yes, it looks like they're from the planet Athlete's Futon.
Come and have a look at them.
Yes, I'm going to go where no Nan has gone before.
No, I will. I'm going to digitize you now. I am
Oh.
the Velutron from the planet Fexiculapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapapa
not working, it's not working. But hang on, I'm a self-respecting young humanoid lady. I'm gonna zap you with me space gun. And I've learned a moral on the way.
All right, great stuff. We all learned a moral. Right, I'm going to combine two. I'm going to take let's take an emotion. I've got cranky, and I'm going to combine it with something else I've got in this list here. Russian spy. I'm going to take a cranky Russian spy replay, please. That classic. All right, off you go.
Oh, for goodness sake, Grandma, I come back from my very secret mission to find that you have tiger bread on your feet.
Yes. You need to say the password, my son. Fandabidozi.
Well, I cannot be dealing with this. I'm going to have a sip of vodka.
But wait, come and
observe my bread shoes.
Okay, but I will do it in clandestine nature.
Where are you? I don't see why you're gone.
Ah, I am now closer to your feeties.
Oh no, he will reveal who I am.
Oh no, it is someone from a country we oppose.
Yeah, I've come all the way over here to try and get all the secrets off you guys.
Oh, this is very bad. What would Putin do? But wait, I don't need Putin. I'm a self-respecting Russian woman. I will throw my shot glass at you.
Ah, you got me in the eye. That's it. I'm out of here.
Viva la Russia.
All right. Okay. So that's the end of replay. Great
Is
stuff.
that the right Crankies reference?
Yeah, I was just going to say we had Keith Harris yesterday, and we had the Crankies today. I feel like it's just and we had Rod Hall last week.
Kate looks like a mad football fan.
Oh no! Oh, sort it out, Kate. No, sort it out. It's horrible. Sort it out. we don't like it. We don't like it.
Where are your eyes?
Do you have the right camera chosen?
I mean, yeah. So here's what Kate did. Kate gave me the ability to change cameras in her house. So this is me doing that. No, it's still wrong. You need to.
What is happening?
I don't know. Oh no, she's gone away. Oh no. Sorry, I feel like this has all gone a bit self-indulgent now.
Go to the other camera.
Switch. There we go. Done.
That's better.
Right, we're fixed. We're
Oh my
fixed.
god,
Did not need to take that much time.
I felt that in my organs.
Right. Okay. So anyway, I'll come back now as well. I just realized I'm not actually here. There we go. So remember that game. I don't think we'll ever forget parts of it. And the blue team are going to play a game. So blue team captain, what would you like to play?
Well, I think especially because of what was just happening with my face and body, everyone has a lot of questions for us. And so Sean and I are going to play Dr. Know-It-All.
Oh, okay, great.
Yep.
So I need in the chat, I'd like you to throw in some questions you would like Dr. Know-It-All to answer. The doctor can answer any question. They know the answer to any question. So anything you want to ask in there, please put it in the chat. Then the doctor will answer them for you. Now, the doctor is a two-headed being and can only talk one word at a time. So let me just get the doctor to introduce themselves. Dr. Know-It-All, over to you.
Hello.
I
Am.
Doctor
No.
It.
All.
There we go. So the doctor has introduced themselves. So questions that we are going to start asking. Let's see what's going to come in. It can be, it can be things that you could find out in a textbook, but you can go bigger than that. We've had things in the past like, why is the sky blue? What's the meaning of life? All that sort of stuff. Well, we'll start off with what Chris has suggested then. So one lump or two, doctor? What is the answer?
When
You
hit
a
person
with
a
sugar.
cube
It
might
be
lumpy,
so
you
should
use
2
packets
of
sugar
to
sweeten
their
beverage.
Great. So 2 whole packets. Good to know. Let's go for another one. Oh, Ronnie, that's grim, but we're going to do it. How do pimples pop?
Pimples
pop
best
when
your
stood
finder
by
the
sea.
and
You
will
use
fingers
to
push
and
Really?
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 Squeeze.
Okay. Apparently it only works if you're near like a lake or something. So next question, and please keep them coming. We've got a few here, but you're very welcome to throw some more in there. How can Lynn make themselves taller?
Stretching
Your
legs.
Okay. That's the way, Lynn, if you want to do that. Susan asks, who eats cacti? Plural.
People
who
have
two
spikes.
in
Their
face
will
have
delicious
cacti,
desserts.
but
People
who
don't
have
do
spikes
in
their
face
have
uncomfortable
feelings
about
people.
That's an emotional one. All right, we'll do one more, I think. Who is Paddy?
gambling
Is
dangerous.
so
Patty
should
not
play
powerfully.
Okay, I guess we will never know is the answer. We'll never know who Paddy is. All right, blue team. So let's get the red team back. You get to decide again which team you thought did best in that round. So was it red? Was it blue? Red team played replay, and we had some interesting moments. Blue team played Dr. Know-It-All and gave us some genuinely disturbing responses. So red or blue, who do you think won that round? They all did pretty well, but you know, who will it be? Got some thinking music. It's mostly red currently. It's still a bit of time though. Oh, it's pretty much all red.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's a runaway. Hang on. There's only one vote for blue so far. I don't think the blues are going to come back.
Thanks, Mum.
You can't say please, Kate. Yeah, definitely a red runaway there. So
And we learned a moral on the way.
so 5 points to the red team, Felix.
Which brings the red team to even more points. Red team have 7, blue team only have 0 points. Rubbish.
Only have.
Only 0 points.
Oh. Okay, red team captain then. Would you like to play or pass?
We would, I think we'd like to play a head-to-head.
Oh, yes, great. Let's play. What would you like to play head-to-head?
Well, I would like to utilise some of the other features on Zoom and play Story Drawed.
Ooh, okay, great. So who's going to be your drawers?
I will nominate John on my team.
Sean's going to draw for us. I will narrate.
Well, John, actually, I'll make the whiteboard happen. There we go. If you want to sort yourselves out. So the way this is going to work, one team is going to sorry, I just suddenly thought, can I not go back to the chat? I can if I do the whiteboard. We're learning all the time, and Zoom's a very fun thing to do. So, well, then let's get rid of Sean and John's faces, please. So John's going to be drawing in red. Sean's going to be drawing in blue. From the chat, we just need a title. So a title for, oh, wow, this is creepy because now you can see the chat in this. Oh, I just realized what I did. Oh, well. It's just a bit of Inception for you. So let's have a title for a story that doesn't already exist. So you can use... an object or an emotion or whatever. What are you saying, Sean?
I can't leave. I can't mute myself.
Won't let you go away.
No.
There you go. You don't have to mute. I just wanted to get rid of your face. We've lost Kate though. Kate needs to come back.
I need to come back.
Yeah, we want to see your face. You're telling us a story.
Oh,
So,
that's nice.
So we're just waiting for these titles. Oh, that's a good one, Lucy. I like that. We're just, it's just so weird. It must be really strange for everyone watching out there because they're actually watching what they're writing in the past.
I can't see that, so I think it might just be you that sees that, bro.
Can you still see the whiteboard?
I just see the whiteboard, yeah.
Oh, yay. Oh, ignore me then. That's great. Okay, these are coming through. These are great. Oh, and that's really useful to know. Thanks for helping us out, everyone. All 30 of you there. Kathleen, last second vote for blue. Bit too late.
My mom.
But it was mostly red anyway. So, and then Chris wrote, you can't please everyone. Right. Oh, I like that. I don't think I like that, Gren. Let's go with Alice in Blunderland. That is your suggestion. So Alice in Blunderland. And so Kate and Lucas are going to tell that story. And Sean and John are going to draw the story. That's the entire game. And then at the end, you get to decide which team you think did a better job with the drawing and with the story. So Alice in Blunderland.
Once upon a time, little Alice was in her garden and she was sitting there reading one of her fantastical stories that she liked to read.
The story was called The Spider That Knew Too Much. And she thought she'd like to get one over on the spider. So she took a frying pan, which was blue, a blue frying pan, and walked over in a menacing way.
And as she walked over, little did she know that there was a little rabbit hole in front of her. And suddenly she fell in and was falling and falling and falling.
And the spider saw what was happening and was like, that's what you get when you try to step to arachnids. Enjoy your whole adventure, Alice.
But that was only a distant voice above her. Suddenly she crashed to the floor. And as she looked up, she wasn't in Earth anymore, but a strange new world called Blunderland.
And she had 11 bruises on her leg.
Why are you both doing exactly the same thing?
The bruises were blue, by the way.
Now, that was her first blunder. As she got up, she saw the strangest creature she had ever seen. It was
a gazelle with 7 legs and a keyboard head.
And the face of Ross Kemp.
The gazelle was having a thought bubble, and in the thought bubble was a bag of sand.
Yes. And I'm just waiting to see Ross Kemp. And the Ross Kemp face gazelle said, "Oh, you don't come from round here, do ya?"
And then Alice was like, I'm from the up there land, and smiled with her 3 teeth.
And then Alice said, "What's a lovely lady like you doing here?" And Ross Kemp said, "Actually, I identify as male." And Alice said, "Oh no, what a blunder."
And then Alice offered to buy the gazelle man a martini with an onion in it, which technically makes it a Gibson. So it was a Gibson.
And who else should arrive but it was only other Kemps, Martin Kemp and Gary Kemp from Spandau Ballet.
And then also close relation, Shemp from the Three Stooges showed up and slapped everyone in a farcical way.
Now, they were in the middle of this silly slap fight when suddenly they decided to have a tea party and the table was set up instantly.
On the table were lumps of sugar, but also packets.
Yes, there was Demerara, whites, and normal lumps.
There were 742 grains of sugar.
But from a distance, it just looked like maybe 15.
All right, we'll leave it there. Before stop doing the sugar. Stop the sugar. Right, that's enough sugar. All right. Okay, Sean and John want to come back. Then right, so let's find out which team again you think did a better job there. Was it red or blue? It was a very interesting game where you were both drawing exactly the same thing, but on two different sides.
Rainbow hair.
So again, red or blue, we got a red already, a red vote. Nick says nice callback, by the way, within the scene. I hope that was a creak, whatever that was. Oh, red, blue, red. Oh, it's red. Oh, it's just tipped over to red. Oh, it's gone back to a draw with Jill's vote there. Red. Oh, it's gone back to red again. Red. Oh, blue, red. Oh, it's gone back to red again. Oof. It's going to be very close this time. I can see. I mean, there was a lot of sugar. So maybe blue. It's gone back to being even Stevens. Whatever the next one is. Red. Let's see. Any more? It's looking like a red win, unless the next one's blue. But it looks like that might be the last vote. I'm going to call it. It's red.
Oh,
Hey.
this is a travesty.
I know. Look at these scores.
Things have got even worse for the red team. The blue team, the red team have 12 and the blue team have none.
Felix, did you take a point off John for
I
that?
did.
Oh, okay.
But yes.
Okay, good. Just checking.
Yeah,
We had 3 originally.
Out there, bro.
How much sugar? How many sugars was that? How many grains of sugar was that?
15.
What was it before?
768.
Right, can you give 768 points to the blue team?
Yeah.
Yes, but it's going to take a while.
No, I know. No, just give them 1. just for doing some nice sugar there. Okay, so red team, you won again. Lucas,
Yes.
what would you like to do now? Play or pass?
We're going to have a rest and we're going to
Okay.
pass over to the blue team.
Okie dokie, blue team. What would you now like to play, Kate?
I feel the only thing that could possibly save us now would be improvised rap done to utter perfection. So we're gonna play Rap
What?
It.
You're right. That
What?
can never lose. Red should get an extra point for
What?
John's purple brush. No, Red have got enough points. Red don't need any more points. Okay, so right, you're gonna play Rap It. So we just need a suggestion for this scene. Let's have something. Well, Ellen has just said purple brush. Let's have something that's purple. Just put that in the chat. That's going to be the start for this scene. The way this game works is at any point during this scene, I don't know how this is going to go. I can blow my whistle and say Rap It. And the last line of dialogue is effectively going to be the title of a rap that they are going to do after that. So it could be good. It could be horrific. Who knows? But let's get some suggestions coming in there. And while we wait, we can have a little bit of music. While we wait. Aubergine works, Hannah. I like that. Or a plunger. Is it just Hannah? It's just Hannah now. Eggplants are purple and they're also aubergine. And aubergine again. Aubergine's a very popular suggestion. I'm vegan and I hate aubergine. So
that's tough.
I hate aubergine, courgette, and peppers. And finding food when you go out It's grim. Yes, Ben, zucchini is a courgette, and that's not purple. It's green. Purple bogies. What have you been sniffing?
See a doctor.
I feel like we're gonna have to go with aubergine. It's been mentioned 3 times there. So let's do aubergine. At some point, I'm gonna chip in. I'm gonna get you to wrap it. So blue team, aubergine, off you go.
Are you saying I put too much cheese on the aubergine? But you love cheese, Reed.
I don't like cheese. It's ruining the perfect flavor of the aubergine.
You know, after 3 months of marriage, I thought I knew everything about you, Reed, but you're full of surprises.
Wrap it. You're full of surprises.
Ho, 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 Reed. You are my guises. You are always giving me surprises. Every time I bake you pieses, you said they're not for Ises. I'm not gonna let you lises. I think you're getting chises and we're not getting wises because you're full of rises. Wisdom.
Yes, well, that's what happens when you marry the world's foremost food critic.
I should have known when you gave my wedding dress a 2-star review and called it tantalizing on the eye, but tasteless.
Yes, and I had very poor words to say about the cake.
I had very poor words to say about the cake. Wrap it.
Oh yeah. I had poor words to say about our wedding cake. It tasted really bad. I think that it was fake. Oh yeah. Now you are in tears. Oh no. Arrears.
I am in tears. I can't believe you thought our wedding cake was fake. My mother baked that for us.
Did she? Or did she buy it in Tesco?
Wrap it. Did she buy it in Tesco?
Oh. Did your mother buy that cake in Tesco or not? Maybe it was a Sainsbury's or a Morrison's. Maybe she went to Asda or a Co-op or
That's just
or
listing
Netto.
shops. No, carry on.
Or the shop at the end of the road.
Reed, you would suggest that my mother would shop at anything besides M&S. You know she's a class act.
Yes.
Wrap it. Yes. All right.
Yes, you're gonna have the cheese on the aubergine like I made it. Yes to this marriage. Yes to loving me forever. What is it, Reed?
Well, Agatha, I suppose I love you. I suppose, in a 3-star sort of way.
You have to prove it.
You have to prove it. Wrap it.
Reed, you've been letting me down. My heart, it has been moved. Reed, you've got to prove it. Come on, don't let me down. Everyone knows you have to prove it. True means find the truth. It is a French word for unfinding something. So don't forget to also rub your back with the loofah. And before you go, we're gonna go to France, to the Louvre.
Stop.
I love you.
Oh my goodness. No, the end.
You Reed.
Wait. Yes, okay. I was checking I wasn't muted. Oh, people just ignoring me. It's Kate. It's Kate ignoring me.
Always.
All right. I am going to give the blue team an extra point for Kate's first rap, which rhymed about 8 times in a row, even though you didn't need to. You did anyway. So we'll give them an extra point for that.
1 pity point added.
Just from the chat, we've got someone who is suggesting now that yes, Eminem is worried, and we lost 4 viewers during that game. So, oh no, someone else just left as soon as I said that as well. Okay, so great. Remember that again. You'll get to vote at the end of this round. Red team captain, what would you now like to play? You have to play.
Oh, well, again, we'd like to utilise the features of Zoom and give the public a public information film.
Okay, let me get a suggestion. So we need a topic that you would like to see a public information film about. So if you've been watching over the last few, last Saturday, we chose a video that was not appropriate. Then we tried again during the week, and I went the complete other way and found a video that was the most boring video. Hopefully we've got it right today. I'm going to be absolutely honest. I've not watched it. I've just guessed. So, you know, it's improv. Who knows what's going to happen? So I need suggestions of things you would like to see a public information film on. Yes, that would work, Daisy. Other stuff, let's see what else comes in. But I mean, I would take that if we get nothing else. The whole Ryan family are watching tonight. I've got loads of suggestions from them. How to change a light bulb's good. Let's just wait a second more for some more people putting bears in their window. Interesting. Is that a thing? I'm just going to do a glasses switch again to wear my new glasses. How to polish shoes. Putting bears in their window. What's that about? Have you heard about that? Is that a thing?
No,
I've seen all the rainbows.
I feel like it's going to be the next one.
Right.
Having a bear in the window.
It probably is. Oh, here we go. Got loads now. Oh, hand washing. Ron's decision in videos. What? No, who knows? I don't know. This might work. It might not. I'm going to go with Nick's suggestion there. Recycling. I want you to do a public information film about recycling, please. Oh, I've lost my video. There we go. And the video is ready to go. Over to you and Felix.
Hello. This is a public information film all about recycling. Now, this is very important for the children to learn at school age.
Here you can see a man showing children how to recycle words. They must use the word and then use it again and again and again.
Yes, it was dangerous when recycling... it's disappeared. Now, it is important to recycle letters because there are only 26 of them, so you'll have to use them again.
Here's Billy. He knows all 26 of the letters and he can put them into words. But you have to be very studious when he does this.
Now, when he goes on his second bike ride, he will also be recycling.
Yes. He's thinking about what he's going to do for the day and how he can use up his allotment of words. He's waiting for a car.
Yes, that's right. And of course, you want to be at the base, i.e. your home, when you're doing the majority of your recycling.
Billy thinks he might find some new words if he goes to the shop. So he's decided to go to the word market.
Yes, that's right. And if you're ever going to the word market, always remember to take your ball and glove. The glove for protection, the ball for potential weaponry against any rival marketers.
Yes, and you can also catch any dropped words from people as you pass them by. Jimmy's looking for people who are dropping words to see if he can pick them up and use them again later on today.
Now, enough about that. We need to be thinking about fractions. Now, a half of people recycle, a third don't do it properly, and a quarter is less than that.
Also, an eighth of people like to roll balls along a wall, and a 16th of people like to look at pictures of cows.
Yes, and 1 out of 10 people are annoyed that they're not with the other 9.
Here, he's found the car. It was there all along. And here are some men with the car. That's 2 different words he can recycle because there are 2 men.
Now, remember, if you ever see 2 men next to a car, you must shout at them, "Do you realize you're using fossil fuels?"
And that way, they'll become lost in their own studies and have to go back to school and study, like this man who was standing next to the car earlier and now has to leave.
Yes, that's right. He was forced out of his college for being caught throwing a yogurt pot in the bin.
Yes, and he was.
Okay. I think it mostly worked. I enjoyed the fractions bit anyway. Okay, so that's the red team's game of public information film, and we had the blue team's game of Rap It. So you again get to decide red or blue. You've done a lot of decision making today. That's mostly been your job. I think currently the red team are winning. The blue team.
That's not what I heard.
So yes, what do you think? Red or blue? Red or blue? Let's
This is for the 1 in 16th people.
for the cows.
Yes.
The people who like cows. And John's got a cake on his head. Okay, it is a cake. Right, so here we go. We got red, 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 blue, blue, blue. Right, it's tied at the moment. It's just gone red, it's gone blue, it's tied again. Oh, blue's just taken over. Oh, red's tied. It's gone back to blue, so blue's just leading again. Blue is leading. Blue is leading. I think blue might have it. Blue again. Maybe it's Matty says blue too. I think it's going to be a blue win. It might be a pity vote, or it might be the fact that I picked a weird video again. I'll get it right one day.
I'll take your
Don't
pity
worry.
vote.
5 points to the blue team.
proud.
Alex. So what's that do to the scores?
That takes the scores to 7 for the blue team and 12 for the red team.
All right, so there's only 5 points in it. That's pretty good. So blue team captain, you get to choose the last game. What would you like to play?
I'd like to play the game of Are We There Yet?
Okay, great. So the way we play this game, well, first we'll get some suggestions. We would like in the chat loads of suggestions of places you'd like to visit. They can be real, they can be fantastical, they can be things like the biggest ball of twine in Minnesota. There's a Weird Al reference there, or whatever. Basically, they're going to be driving to these places, so we just need loads of extra things. We've got a recommendation in the chat that Kate should get an extra point again for the rapping. So, you know what? I'm feeling nice. I'll award you an extra point, Kate. 1 more point. So there's only 4 points in it now.
Thank you.
I mean, that's
kind
still a
stranger.
bit to catch up, but I think you can do it. So, so these places they're going to drive to, they've got some really annoying kids in the back, and they're going to be shouting over their shoulder to the kids to quieten down. So it's like, for example, like, "Oi, you! Pack it in. If you don't shut up, we're not going to the I don't know what was this, if the suggestion is Doctor Museum, just because this is a great easy go-to. We're not going to the Doctor Museum. I'm running out of patience." Yeah. That's why we use Doctor a lot, because there's just that joke. So right, we're getting loads of places. Oh, 2 people have both suggested this straight after each other. So we're going to have to go with that, and I will jump back to this chat in a second. So we will go with Hogwarts. So Hogwarts, you're driving to Hogwarts. Off you go.
If you two don't stop it, we're not even going to go to Hogwarts.
But why?
Because I want to go home.
So I forgot that bit. I'll do that, Felix. Don't worry. I thought that was the whole joke, Lucas, and I was like, why? Why is that funny? Okay, yeah, so I'm going to say, but why? Apologies. Any more?
If you two don't pipe down back there, we're not even gonna go to Hogwarts.
But why?
Well, on the last trip, I picked up a real cheap rash. Yeah, it's a quid itch.
If you don't pipe down, when I'm turning around this car, we're not going to Hogwarts.
But why?
Well, last time we went, the car park was full anyway. I had to sliver in.
If you two don't shut up, I'm going to have to turn this car around.
But why?
Well, you're not too bad, but your sister, Hermione.
If
Oh,
you two don't park down, I'm going to turn this car around.
but why?
Don't answer back. I'm not going to have a JK Rowling with you.
If you two don't pipe down back there, I'm gonna turn this Ford around.
But why?
You're all being a bunch of Weasleys.
All right, I'll go to the chat. I'm gonna get something else. Let's go with all right, well, I'll try it. A belly button. A belly button. So that's what you're doing.
If you two don't pipe down back there, we're not even gonna go to the Belly Button Museum.
But why?
Because I got some chocolate at home. I can't wait to pick up all that lint.
If you two
don't pipe down, I'm going to turn this car around.
But why?
Because at the moment, you're in the car, and any minute you're going to be out of the car.
If you two don't pipe down back there, I'm going to turn this car around.
But why?
You know I wanted to go to the Naval Museum.
If you don't pack it in, I'm turning around the car.
But why?
Because I'm fluffed.
If you two don't pack it in, I'm going to turn this car around.
But why?
Because you're acting like an imbecile.
Oh, that's grim. Okay, let's get another suggestion. This is very topical. Salford Lads Club, literally a walk away from where I live. I'm just going to scroll back a little bit because I've missed some stuff up here. The Shire. Yeah, let's do the Shire. And hi, Lyra. Hi, Lyra. The Shire. Lyra's a little mini fan.
Hey.
So make them good for Lyra. Okay. The Shire. Off you go.
If you two don't pack it in back there, I am not going to take you to the Shire. I'm going to take you to the Salford Lads Club because I just got a ring and they told me there was more to see there.
Oh, Morrissey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go on, give the blue team 2 points for that because that combined two things.
If you don't shut up, I'm going to turn this car around and we won't even be going to the Shire.
But why?
Go on, get out, Hobbit.
If you don't pack it in, we're not going to the Shire. I'm going to turn this car around.
But why?
Stop asking me to go faster. A wizard arrives exactly when he intends to.
All right, I'm going to assume that is a Lord of the Rings reference.
That was a reference.
Okay, so so Felix is going to be doing some maths there for a second. And while he's doing the maths, I'll just say a few things. Firstly, thank you so much for joining us this Saturday evening. We have shows next week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12:30. So they're afternoon shows, and they're specifically designed to be in the afternoon for people who want a break in the day. Or, if you're being homeschooled and you want to spend your lunchtime with us, then you're very welcome to do that as well. Or even if you're the one doing the homeschooling, feel very free to join us. And the Saturday show is at 7:00. Next Saturday, we're playing against Chicago. It's going to be UK versus USA once again. So Manchester versus Chicago. That's at 7:00 next Saturday. This has been a free show, and we love doing these shows. They're really good fun. They're keeping us sane. But if you want to donate to some of our players who are currently out of work due to what's going on outside the door right now, please do that. You can do that at www.comedysportz.co.uk/virtual. And there you can donate in increments of £5. That's a suggested donation. If you donate £10 or above this week, then we will send you an envelope full of goodies. Felix, have you got the goodies to just show off what we're sending out? We're basically whatever we can stuff into a envelope, and that seems to be our badges, transfer stickers, anything we can fit into an envelope, basically. So if you donate £10 or above, we'll send you those. And if you don't worry about it. It's been great having you here. It's been really good fun times. One more thing, Sean, you've put some stuff on the website to keep people interested over the next week or so, haven't you? What's that?
Yes. If you would like to play some games at home and you haven't already bought our book at a show. We put some pages up from our book, which has some games that you can play at home or online with friends. We've also included a couple of new games that aren't in the book. So you check out ComedySportz.co.uk/play-at-home, which we can probably put that in the chat as well.
What
One
was
other
it?
thing,
Oh, go on.
ComedySportz.co.uk/play-at-home.
Okay. Done it.
One last thing to say as well.
Mhm.
It's my stepdad's birthday, and they're watching.
Oh, let's do the birthday song
Well,
then.
they were watching earlier. They might have left when I was rapping.
All right, here we go then. This
This is your
It is very long.
It is very long.
That is really hard to do with lag.
Here, you've just learned is why we've not been doing many music games, because it's really hard to sing at the same time. We'll figure something out though.
Happy
Okay,
birthday.
great. Happy birthday. So one more time, that's ComedySportz.co.uk/virtual if you want to donate, /play-at-home with the hyphens in there if you want to learn some more games. Failing that, we'll see you next week, hopefully. Let's find out now though from Felix who's won. So let's do a little drum. Ooh. Ooh,
Well, the red team walked forwards 5 times in total, giving them 17 points.
That's pretty good.
Blue team walked forwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Blue team win.
Yeah.
Well done, blue team. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? So well done. Any victory words, Kate?
I thank you for believing in me, and thank you for the vote, Mom.
Great stuff. Well, we'll see you next week. Let's just say goodbye to our players.
You have seen Lucas Kirkby, John Cooper, Sean Mason, and Kate McKay. Your ref has been Braun. We'll see you again soon.
Bye. That's my house. Yay.